Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back to Rise and Shine College Football. I'm your host, Jason Watkins, and if you love college football, you know you're in the right place. So before you forget, smash that red subscriber button, like our videos, and don't forget to ring the bell so you don't miss one moment of Hall of Fame college football. Welcome into the show, everybody. Glad to see everybody in here. Look at there. Horns down for life is a good way to start. Thanks for coming in, Benjamin Cisco. Just Dead, first one in, Coach Ricks. Good to see you guys. Bishop Frank, my guy. Appreciate your chicken. Who else we got in here, man? Oh, we've had a lot of folks in here so far. Sooner Fan 71, Stephen G. 7 days away. Stephen G says, man, I'm pumped and ready for the college football season as well. Sooner Fan 71. Let's see, who else we got? Sooner Brandon. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good to see you. Kimberly K. Love seeing Kimberly K in here. Billy Shields. Who else we got? Eric Reheard. Thank you guys all for coming in. Good. Guys, we're going to talk about a few things. In the second hour, we will have Jake Crain from Crain & Company in on the show. Excited to have him in here. We're going to bust his chops a little bit. He'll bust our chops a little bit too, but enjoy having him on. We're going to do some SEC predictions for the show, for the season, as we are now, just 7 days away. Seem to be in a good mood today. I'm trying to stay in a good mood there, Shawty. But yes, and thank you for coming in. Good to see. Yeah. Hey, thank you, Kimberly K. I appreciate that. Jason is live in Texas. Still sucks, man. We're gonna keep being live, but there's gonna be some changes coming up. So wanted to talk to everybody a little bit about that before we get into that second hour of the show. Wasn't expecting this and at all, but in the last week or so, actually about, I guess the last 2 weeks, it's all kind of come together. We were approached by a very generous guy. We don't want to bring up his name or anything like that, but he decided to put some money behind us and this program. We're going to be moving to a new venue and doing some new stuff covering national college football all over the country. I'm not going to bring up the guys that are going to be going along with me. It's the guys that you guys know very well. I'll let them announce it on their own, though. But I am excited to have that opportunity. Travel the country a little bit, see some amazing football. I will still cover the Sooners a little bit on the Hall of Fame Sooner channel. This channel here will remain a channel, but it's probably going to be more of a Big 12, more of a Big 12 channel than it will be anything else. But that means we got to build up that Hall of Fame Sooner channel and get that going. But I'm not going anywhere. I mean, it's not like I'm taking off really, except for we're just changing channels. But we're going to have some amazing opportunities to get some content that we really love, the idea of being able to do and having the backing to be able to get it done. We're going to have some cool stuff, man. I just can't even tell you everything that's coming. We're super excited about it. As I said, I'll be leaving where I'm at right now. The coach, while not officially a part of the new deal yet, will be working with me. We're going to keep our show going. I don't know what day that'll be on, but Hall of Fame College Football with Jason, the coach, may have a little bit of a name change, but we will definitely be working together. There is no way that I would want to do it without him. So we're super excited about that. And looking forward to what the future holds. So, yeah, thank you very much, Robbie. Appreciate that. Thank you, Just Ed. I appreciate everybody. And I just want you guys to know the reason I wanted to bring it up to all you and just to let you know where I'm headed. Talked to a friend of mine on the show yesterday, T-Boomer. Thanks for coming in, my man. He's been helping out a lot with some of the stuff in our Discord. And he talked to me a little bit about a former creator, or well, he's not a former creator. He's still a creator, but he works for a major company now that kind of turned his back on Oklahoma as far as a lot of fans are concerned. I'm going to bring him up. I actually have a lot of respect for him. But I would just say that that's not the situation that you're going to see from me. I will be covering national college football, but I'm always going to be a Sooner. and we're going to do as much as we can do there on that Hall of Fame Sooner channel. You know, I don't want to let it interfere with covering it all, and there's going to be a lot to cover, but man, I'm still going to be a Sooner forever. So not to worry. We will definitely still be talking Sooner football. And I got to tell you, there's no way that I could do anything else. I hope to still remain coming on some of the shows of really, we've got an amazing group of creators in Sooner Nation. I mean, everybody from obviously Jay and Coop at Unfair Sports, K. Chris on the Horns Down Pod. He's been awesome, right? And PG, you know, JP and Trav. I got to go on the JP and Trav show last week for the first time, so that was awesome. But I mean, top to bottom, you got the Oklahoma breakdown, and there's just so many amazing guys that cover this amazing program that you're definitely going to see me, I hope, still popping up on some of those shows with those guys. In any event, we're excited, man. We're excited about it, and I just wanted to let you guys all know how very grateful I am to all of you for supporting this show, and I know you'll follow me around, and I hope so. I hope that yeah, I figured you would, but we don't have to say the name. But you know, yeah, but you're kind of gaining the other one, because a lot of people don't even know about the other channel. I haven't been great about making sure that I'm over there promoting that side of it. So now it'll just be an only Sooner channel. This is kind of always, we kind of thought of it as a full national show. And we do talk a lot of stuff about everything, but lately it's kind of turned into just a Sooner channel. So, and it's been cool, but it'll just more or less be moving that other way. Yep. What's up there, Antoine? My man. Appreciate it. Appreciate you, my guy. Yeah. That's one of the guys from the AAA, and the guys over there, Tyro, they're enjoying it. Hey, I appreciate you guys coming in, checking us out. Make sure you look for us. The official channel name, I'm not exactly sure what the tagline is going to be, but it's going to be called Conference Call is going to be the new show. So that'll be the national show that we do. It's going to be broken up into all the power conferences. We're actually working to try to get some FCS stuff, some Group of 6 stuff as well. So there'll be a lot of changes, but there's going to be a lot of really cool stuff. Stink ass cat. Hey, yo, man, we're going to have a lot of fun. You guys are coming with. So, what does this mean? Ain't going to be dancing. What do you say? Congratulations. Proof is in the play. Hey, man, I appreciate it, my guy. Appreciate it, my guy. Excited, man. Excited. Hey, man, and I will be, I was going to have High Top in here. It sounds like he was a little busy today with his other job. So I will be appearing on High Top Game Day Saturday morning. I believe that starts at 9 Eastern time. I'll make sure on that and drop it into Twitter just so everybody knows about that. But let's see. Yeah, so, yeah, the Hall of Fame Sooner channel, though, HOF Sooners. Make sure you get over there, subscribe to that, and ring that bell so you make sure you always get all the content as I put it out. I don't know that we'll be doing a ton of live shows, but we'll definitely give you options to do that. And, you know, look, we still got that Discord. So if you go ahead and look, the guy that actually ran the show with me when I very first started the show, Bryce Pinson, will be taking over this one and doing a lot of Big 12 work. Now he is actually going to be as part of the new network as well. He said I could let you know about that. So, but yeah, listen, he's definitely a Big 12 guy. Grew up in the same area that I did, and has loved college football. He loves Big 12 stuff, and I really think it's an opportunity to continue covering college football on a national level the way it should be. We have an amazing executive producer that's coming on as part of this project as well. He's a 7-time Emmy winner, as a matter of fact. So super excited about Jim Williams joining that project as well. I feel like we're super blessed to have this opportunity, man, to be working with these guys. Come up is real. Yeah, man. Click the link in the chat. Oh, yeah, I could. What? Huh? What link in the chat? Is there one in there? My man. Good stuff. Hey, right here. Click this link in the chat. Make sure you get over there and you can just subscribe. Appreciate that, guys. What channel am I talking about? Oh, the other channel will be and I'll just put it in here. It is the conference call College Football. We're going to be covering a little bit of everything. Like I said, we're covering the whole country. There's a group of 6 of us, and there are going to be a lot of familiar faces in that group. But Bryce and I will be part of that. Coach will also be coming on. He can't come on in a full-time capacity right now because of his other obligations to the job that he has. But he's definitely a part of this too. And we will have a lot of contributors from around the country, and looking forward to working with a lot of the same guys that we've worked with already, a lot of the guys that we haven't, but we're looking forward to the opportunity of being able to do so. Like I said, I just think there's a lot of really cool stuff coming down the pike, and man, feel really blessed about it. I'm gonna make sure that I sent that stuff to Jake. I don't think I did send him the link. Crap. See, your boy got so busy with all this stuff that he just didn't pay attention. Hold on real quick. Coach Riggs, thank you for the super chat, sir. Where are we at? Oh, no, and we got Bishop Frank. I think I just saw one from Coach Riggs, too. Maybe not. Big salute, Jason. Let Jason cook. Oh, he's cooking. He's cooking today. Let's see. Coach Riggs, there you go. Also, thank you. Appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you for the super chat. And I think I had another one here. Neilio, my man. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Yeah, let me get this over to Jake real quick so I'll make sure he gets in here. We got about 20 minutes before he's supposed to be here. All right, cool. So let's see what we got. Ty tweeted that StreamYard was down. I must have got in just on time because it was trying to go down. Yeah, Coach I said that Ty tweeted StreamYard being down. I guess it's to add new ones because I was able to get in, but it wasn't trying to let me update anything. So thankful for that. I guess something's wrong with it. Hey, man, thank you, Neilio. Appreciate you. Let's see. Who else we got in here? T-Boomer, my man. Appreciate seeing it. Hey, and Stink, I do have the signed shirts that you got. I'll be sending those your way today. Thanks for coming in, Eric. My Gun Sweetness. Moving up. Good morning, Sooner Nation. Texas rules, the toilet, the stools. Yeah, no doubt. Let's go. Texas losing to Vandy, he says. Sweetness, you funny, man. I can't wait. Can't wait. Hey, thank you, Mom. Appreciate you. All right. Sooner in Texas. What's up, my guy? Yeah, everybody's saying hi to my mom. Thank you guys for that, man. College football tomorrow, bro. Has it not been the longest freaking offseason ever? Man, I'm telling you, it's been crazy. Hey, yeah, some of that stuff may be going away. Once we monetize at the Hall of Fame Sooners, we can just move it over to there. But we only got about 200 subs on that other channel. So until we get there, sorry, boy, Christian, at Lone Star College Football, been missing out on his content lately because he don't make it. He makes babies instead. Hey, man, thank you, bro. Appreciate you. We'll have to get in touch with you, man. Oh, that ain't gonna last very long there, Bevo. You know better. What's up, bro? Love you too, man. Thank you, Sharpshooter. Looking forward to working with you more. I'm gonna actually be more in your area, I think, there, Sharpshooter. Yeah. So can't wait to see you guys. Yeah, mid-zoo fans made it long the off season, bro. It's been a long off season. Now we don't really take it as a off season because we just keep on working, and we're gonna continue doing that as well. But I'm telling you, it's been a long one coming. We've been waiting for games to pop up for a minute. I'm not gonna time you out, bro. I'm just messing with you. I'll let you get away with the one. It ain't gonna hit the screen, but I'll let you get away with the one. Actually, I'm going to take it out of the chat at least because, this is what I do. We're close. Yeah. Hey, what are your thoughts on that one? So who's going to win that game? Everybody give me a prediction on LSU and USC in week 1, which is next week. And then obviously we need to kind of take a look at what's going to happen with who's going to win in Ireland? Can Georgia Tech pull the upset, or will DJU and his new squad at Florida State get it done there and push towards an ACC championship, man? Let me know what you think. It is a day of celebration, Stephen G. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And I am excited, man. I just couldn't tell you. I mean, like I said, I want to let the other guys that are a part of it announce it on their own. I mean, I don't want to take that away from them. I announced the one for Bryce just because of the fact that he's here and this is going to be his channel. So he's going to be working this channel. It's going to be cool. LSU in an ugly game. Very cool. There you go. Hey, man, thank you there, Sharpshooter, man. Brinsky, man, we missing you. Got to see you, man. Can't wait to see you. Colin Cowher so super with you being the next Nebraska comment. Yeah, that's actually, so that was like last year sometime that he said that, and he actually did come back and say that he was wrong about it. I think that was more a trolling Texas fan trying to restir it, and he did, and Jay talked about it on his show. And shout out to Jay at Unfair Sports, who also, I mean, he's freaking killing it and working so hard, man. They're doing more content at Locked On Sooners, I think, than they ever probably have. And man, they're just killing it, man. But shout out to him and John. And then, of course, him and Cooper just still cranking it out on Unfair Sports. So excited about that for them. LSU in an ugly game. Georgia Tech by 7. Let's see. LSU is going to wreck the Tebow squad, says OU Boomer Sooner. Have a weird feeling SC wins. Well, we have seen LSU kind of gag in week 1 or week 0. Just see GT versus Florida State spread went down to 10. Yeah, I think it was that. Yeah, I saw it at 10.5 down to 10. Hey, it's kind of unpredictable, right? Kind of an unpredictable situation because of the fact that they got to fly all the way across the pond. And, I don't care who you are, it changes things. Coach was there last year for the Notre Dame game, and he was struggling for a couple of weeks after he got back. So not only are you it's kind of unpredictable how they play over there. It could be rain, all kinds of other stuff, but once they get back, how do they recover from it once they get back? Now, I'm sure they'll have one of their bye weeks right after that, but still, that's going to be a tough game. Let's see. We got Sooner Fan 71 says LSU 28-24. It's pretty low scoring there for no defense there. Sooner Fan 71. I'm thinking there might be 150 scored out there. Let's see. Did you hear? Pete is working with SC again. I saw something about that. Last night. But I hadn't really paid that much attention to it. Yeah, I am. We'll do, man. We'll do. 48-45 LSU with it. Yeah, that's a little closer there, Benjamin Sisko. They might even go way over that. Who knows? Trash, he says. LSU by a field goal because they both suck. And just, for all you Texas fans in here.
The brand has finally returned. Fuck your brand.
And from the coach.
You know what, guys? In a nice way, fuck y'all. We don't give a shit.
I got to see if I can take that over to the next, at least for the show that we do together. We'll have that one on there. Let's see. LSU by field because they both say I love that one. Georgia Tech will give FSU all they can handle, but FSU wins 35-31. You have USC winning and Florida State winning, but Georgia Tech covering. Now that I can see. For sure. LSU by 9 over Tebow. Says my gun sweetness. Damn phone a field goal. I'm giving the new defensive coaches some credit. I get it. They just didn't add a whole lot except for freshmen, as far as the defensive side was concerned. And they lost probably their best secondary guy. I kind of wondered, and as much, I'm not a hater of USC per se, as much as, I'm not a fan of Lincoln Riley. But I do think that they have one of the better receiving corps in the country. I think it's going to be tough for LSU to hold them down. They're going to have to get after them on that offensive line. We keep hearing that Benny Wiley's got them buffed up and ready to rock and roll, but I tend to, Tybo just doesn't get it done in the trenches. Just doesn't get it done in the trenches. 45-31, says Lucas James, LSU. Pete Carroll's back. Now, look, if they're allowing Pete Carroll to really have something to do, and I haven't seen all the information about this, so I'll reserve judgment on this one. I'm wondering what this is about, though. What is Pete there doing? Is he going to be like the GM? Is he going to? What's going on here? This is weird. Can't be bad. He's going to take over after they fired him. I love it. Yeah, he's going to look, I would tell you the same thing. I would probably predict LSU, but I don't know that I would. And because of just what you said, first, LSU hasn't played very well since BK got there in that first game. Especially last year, they kind of came apart in the second half. It was a really good first half. They came apart in the second half. That first game was wild, but I could see this being kind of the same way. Now, see, then you go start talking trash about Oni Kuno, and I got to put you in timeout. See what happens, Bevo? No, go ahead. Oh, he is? Okay. Yeah, well, I was kind of wondering how Lincoln would be handling that. He'd probably be throwing a shit fit and crying over there. Okay, good. Well, what's he teaching though? I didn't realize he's gonna be a freaking professor now. Of what? Right. Well, he can script though pretty well. He can script pretty well. I get what you're saying, Stan. Appreciate you coming in too. Giving Orange Bloods hell right now. Who is? Oh yeah, Numbnuts got to come in so I can kick his ass right out. No doubt. I should even unblock Quentin so he could come in. I kick his ass right out too. Block him again. Coach Riggs, another super chat. Thank you, man. Beanie Wiley's flex machine muscles. Huge legs, small biceps. Yeah. Stick's not a stick anymore, according to I still remember that one from that show last year when Prangley tried to tell me that the kid they were calling Stick isn't a stick anymore. They were worse. Am I frozen in there? Yeah. Professor of NIL operations. Yeah. Well, they need that. They need that part. Yeah. Morning there, Benji. Not getting that on the screen, but good morning. Yeah. Let's see what we got. What we got. So you're what's going on with Orange Bloods? What's happening over there? You guys like to so I guess what's happening there is because Bevo's bodyguard's always over here trolling every OU show. You guys are going over there and returning the favor to the Orange Bloods. This is solid work for the Sooner fan. Solid work.
The brand has finally returned. F*** your brand.
All right. Let's see. Hey, we got anybody else that hasn't put in their predictions for this weekend's game? The other one, we'll take a look at some of these other games as well. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Week 0. Always throws me off. So, so also in week 0, the first game though is going to be right on ESPN. Obviously, that's a lot later over in Ireland than it is here. 10 a.m. 10 a.m. I think it's Eastern time. I hope it's not on like where I'm at right now. Let me see. They're the first game. It may be earlier than that. If it's 10 Eastern time, then that'll be, or if it's 10 where I'm at right now, that's 8 Eastern time. So it'd be early. And then Montana State going to New Mexico to beat the crap out of the Lobos. SMU at Nevada, and Delaware State at Hawaii at 10 p.m. out there in Hawaii. That'll be a good. So not a ton of stuff going on. That's the biggest game, obviously, the Florida State Georgia Tech game. But week 0's got some doozies. We're looking at hopefully. It sounds like we may end up checking out a game in Alabama. We're kind of hoping to get to. I'd love to get to that Florida hosting Miami because I think some stuff's going to go down there. Whoever loses that game now, if Billy loses that game, I don't know that you don't expect them to lose, even though they are at the Swamp, right? Florida not expected to do a lot. They might have the toughest schedule I've ever seen ever in history between conference and obviously non-conference. They play all the big boys in Florida. Obviously, Miami to start off with, they get Florida State again. They're even playing UCF, and UCF isn't going to be an easy out. With KJ Jefferson coming in, Malzahn can dial up some stuff too. He's a little finicky or fidgety. What's the word I'm looking for? Neither one of those. Gimmicky is the word I was looking for. So I would think that that's going to be pretty good. Hey, what's up, T? Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Hope you're feeling better, or I'm going to start feeling better soon. Let's see. We are going to meet up in 2 weeks. Be at the UM game too. Might be. That would be fun. Post Michael Fasusi week. Oh, yeah. Shoving. Hey, did you guys catch JP and Trav show last night? Trav was cooking the Orange Bloods himself. If you haven't gone over there, you got to check that out. They were cooking Orange Blood insiders through and through because of some of their Michael Fasusi talk. And shout out to Bill Bedenbow, by the way, for finally getting that big-time recruit. His hard work has paid off. He's got more guys in the NFL than any offensive line coach in the country, more money being made by anybody at actually 3 positions on the offensive line because, as we found out, Creed Humphrey becoming the highest paid center in the history of the NFL this week as well. So, hey, man, good stuff. Good stuff for them. And Bill Bedenbow deserves it. He gets a lot of hell from a lot of places, but I've said this before, and I think Stephen G brought it up first, talking about you were getting a lot of negative recruiting. Why do you think that is? Well, you guys are just in there talking about Tybo guy, or the yoga instructor, as a lot of Sooner fans call him. That affects your offensive line. We've been talking about Michael Tarquin possibly being the starter at left tackle. You move in Jacob Sexton to play guard there. That gives you a strong left side. Why would they do that? Well, because he probably added the 40 pounds that he lost when he went from Florida down to USC. It makes sense, He was a freshman All-American when he was at Florida, and then all of a sudden he's trash when he goes to USC. Doesn't make sense. He's definitely turned it around, gotten stronger in the weight room with Schmitty, and you're seeing what happens when you actually have a strength and conditioning program. Let's see. Oh, you knew that was coming. Make sure to get over to the Sooner channel for sure. Absolutely. Thank you again for that, Stephen G. He gets some heat from OU people. Not all OU people, though. The GOAT. Yes, Sooner Brandon. Absolutely. Oh, shocker. You guys know what my prediction is for Texas, right? I mean, it's clear what it is for the Texas Longhorns. They're going to go 8-4. I've got them possibly losing. They could lose that game at Michigan. I'm not for sure which games they're going to lose, except for two. They lose to Oklahoma in the Red River game, and then a week later at home when they host Georgia, number 1 Georgia, that is. So, yeah, I think that you're probably going to see losses there. So if they lost that Michigan game, which I could definitely see happening, we kind of have to wait and see what they look like as well. But where they're going to be good, this is going to be a bad matchup for Texas in the trenches. I know you love your offensive line, but when you have a really nasty D line, it doesn't always work out. Doesn't always work out. So I think it's a bad matchup for them. At the very worst, Michigan uglies that game up and puts a lot of doubt on Quinn Ewers, which will, of course, lead to a couple of losses down the way. If they do win that game, either way, I feel like they're going to lose the last game of the year on the road to the Aggies. We know that Texas A&M really wants that win. That probably win more than they want air. You know, they just want that bad. And the Schlossnagel stuff probably added a little fuel to that. It's going to be must-see TV. I'm going to be there. I want to watch it. So it'd be good stuff. Great game coming. But then I also feel like they're going to lose one of the games. Either could be home to Florida or Kentucky, or they lose to Arkansas, who also hates them as much as they love air. You know, so we'll see. We will see. Yeah, Tarquin looking good. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the sub there. Thank you, sir. And yeah, I will definitely I mean, I'm still going to have access to the channel. I'll drop a couple of things and we will actually pump the show through this channel the first couple of times we run it. That way, you know where to go. So we'll use this show here right now to, so you'll know where to find us, and I'll tweet it out everywhere. So make sure you're following us on Twitter at JW_HOF as well. BB versus Flood. I mean, listen, I don't know that there's a ton of angst. What do you mean? What angst? We talked about it the other day. The last time that we brought this up, I think Kyle Flood's a hell of a coach. I think he's a hell of a coach. It's clear that he's a hell of an offensive line coach. Is he as good as Bill Bedenbaugh? No. But he's good. And he recruits great. So the one thing that I've said that I think that they did a great job of when Sark got there was put an emphasis on the offensive line in a way that they hadn't done that in a long time. So that was huge. Yeah. Peyton Klatt are wrong. Texas is not going to the national championship game, guys. It ain't happening. Okay, we'll see, Benji. Darian Keener, how many games before Archibald gets his first start? I think they start talking about it in week 2. If they turn that into the kind of game that Michigan wants to turn it into, which could very easily happen because you're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. They still have a good secondary. Even with the losses they got in the secondary, they still got a hell of a secondary. And they probably have one of the better defensive lines in the country also. It doesn't make it easy. And especially if they can make it one-dimensional now that you got some injuries in the backfield too. Not saying that that's a good thing. That's a sucky thing for Texas. I hate it that they've had injuries in the lead up to this deal. Just like we feel crappy about Jaden Gibson going out and anybody who already has out for the year before the season ever starts. That sucks. You know, it sucks. But I will say that you end up in a situation if you're Texas where you're one-dimensional now, where you got to throw the ball. And now they're going to pin their ears back and come after you. And Quinn doesn't do well under anxiety or pressure. He just doesn't. If they win a squeaker even, there's going to be people in Austin calling for his job. And I think they're already kind of warming up for this anyway. Everybody's getting Arch vibes down there. I don't know that that's a bad thing. If Quinn can't keep it together now in his third year as a starter in Austin, he probably should lose the job. If we're just being honest, he probably should lose the job. To me, it might be better, the devil you know what I mean? It might be better to have him in for that Red River game, have Quinn in the Red River game than Arch, because you won't have a lot of tape on him and stuff like that. But I could definitely see that happening, although I still like Oklahoma's chances in that instance. Like the Tennessee game, I expect they will throw a lot of. If you put Arch Manning in there, you are feeding him to the wolves in the Red River game, because they will throw things at him that he is not ready for. Hey, what's up there, Mike? Mike the Legend. I saw that you were on Mike the Legend. I saw that you were on with Coop the other night, man. Welcome back. Get your butt back on your channel, sir. Where do you think Woody Washington will be? Start out playing cornerback, safety, or nickel? I think you're going to see a lot of him everywhere, Jimmy. I think he probably starts. I don't know, man. I really don't know. I think it's if you hear him talking about he's doing well everywhere. The thing is they're so loaded everywhere at safety, and it feels like you're going to get freshmen that get some rotation in there as well. I suspect probably nickel if I was to guess at it, but it's a guess. It's a guess though. You might. They've got who they got next weekend. They're playing. Let me look. I still got that up. Colorado State, bro. That I bet they don't cover that 33. After the way that they were played, like they like to hit. They like to hit. The other coach, Norvell, not quite as soft. Just kidding. It is at Texas, but 33.5 is a lot. We're going to see about that one. You think he gets a lot of playing time? Why? Because they rattle him? You think the Colorado State's going to rattle him there, Benji? Thanks, Sooner, Texas. Creed got paid. Paid. Yeah, I know, man. It's wild, isn't it, Sweetness? Wild. Creed got paid, man. And good for him, man. He's been killing it. And, it's like, I love to watch the Kelseys, the Jason and Travis. They do a great job on their podcast. And you hear Travis Kelce, and he was unbelievable. Or Jason Kelce, unbelievable center, right? Unbelievable center. And he's been saying Creed's the man for a while now. So I think it's pretty clear. Yeah. I don't think he's bad. I don't think Flood's bad. But, dude, it's Twitter. That's not necessarily all social. But when it comes to Red River talk, what do you expect? What do you expect? What else we got? What about the safeties and the other cornerback? Clearly not the best. What are you talking about? They're going to be good, man. They'd have the best corner, but they did lose one of their safeties. Who's saying Jaden Blue disrespect? I'm saying if it becomes one-dimensional, it's not going to matter. If they can shut him down, you're in trouble. I think I've been saying I thought Jaden Blue was the best running back in that room. What QBS take? Which one? Tell me. Think he loses the job there sooner, Brandon? Now, we're going to bust chops. This is my last time in here for a while. Kenny Powers. What's up, my dude? Good to see you. There we go. Mars Jans, my man. What's up? You think he starts at cornerback? Probably. See, I can see that too, but I also think that you've got Gentry's going to start, and then it feels like, well, there's a lot of options. I mean, but you're going to. I think they're so deep in those areas that you're going to see whoever gets the start gets the start. But I think they're going to move guys around so much, and the guys that are even the freshmen in the corner room are showing out, man. They've talked about Jeremiah Newcomb, and of course, Eli Bowen has just been lights out. Again, we already kind of knew that coming in. I remember Venables talking about him during his first year when he was recruiting him. He was so excited when he got that commitment that he thought, he even said that whether or not Peyton had chose Oklahoma, he was going after Eli, no doubt. So I think another one of those guys that was underrated coming out of high school, probably because of his size. Yeah. Good. Well, get after it, sir. I know there's been people asking about more Sooner history shows and stuff like that, so you should do that. They were asking me to do it. I was like, that ain't my job. That's the legends. We're gonna put this up here just so that we can, bookmark this for posterity. I think you're full of shit.
The brand has finally returned. Your brand.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's other really good ones, but there are other really good ones. Kyle Flood being one of them, and then I would tell you that Coach Luke, he's now at Clemson, and he was at Georgia, right? Matt Luke. He's a hell of an offensive line coach too. There's some good ones out there. I'll tell you another good one. Sharon Moore was another good one. Really good one. So, yeah. Okay. 2816 says Ben G. All right, we're going to write it down. We're going to write it down. Take a picture. Yeah, Creed he's a bad dude, man. He's a bad dude. Another 3-star that, now he's the highest paid center in history. Obviously, with Trent, he's the highest paid left tackle in history. He's the best left tackle in history, if you ask me. He didn't play for Bill Bedenbaugh, but he is a Sooner. So it is what it is over here with offensive lines. I like Jaden Blue. I just said it. Not taking a break, Benji. No, not my last time in here necessarily, but this show is changing. It's going to be more of a Big 12 show. I'm moving to another network. We're starting a new network with some guys I'm going to let them kind of announce their own stuff and what they're doing because there's some little differences in what we're doing. But I'll be doing stuff on the Hall of Fame Sooner channel as well, a little bit. Not as much as I do this one because we've got this other channel. But you got to go check out our new channel. It is Conference Call College Football, right here on YouTube as well. We'll be putting out stuff here soon. Going to be moving out there to Alabama, as a matter of fact, and we'll be doing it from there. But we're going to be on the road a lot too. We're going to have some really amazing content coming. A lot of, excited about the cast of creators and support staff that they're putting behind us. Couldn't be more blessed than to have that. I really, really feel that way. So it's a situation where you got a good opportunity with that. Couldn't pass it up, really, Let's see what we got. Where's old Jake at? He's late. You guys scared him off, Neilio. I know that's what it is. Y'all scare off Jake. Let's do a page of him in here, and let's page him in Twitter. Go in and find this tweet and retweet it for me if you guys would. Yeah, all you folks that are on X. Sucker. late for the job. Late for school. All right. I added him. He should hear that pretty soon. And it's in his Twitter, and so that'll work. Yeah, Bevo says. Saturday night snap count tomorrow night at 10:30 Eastern time as well. Thank you, Coach I think I said that a little while ago, but it would have gotten announced again. But glad you put it up there. Make sure we started that, put it up there again. Excited about that. It's not that, Jake. It's Jake Crain from Crain and Company. Is the new channel up yet? It may not be. It's being put up. They're working on a couple of things as far as SEO and stuff. So I think it'll be up by the end of the day. There's not content on it as of yet, but there will be soon. I'll make sure to let everybody know when you can go and subscribe to it, though. Matter of fact, let me check something real quick. Hey, Coach I, could you check with our guy about that channel? You get a chance? Let's see. What else we got? The Sooner channel is the other one. You can definitely do that, where Stephen G was talking about. Make sure you do that. I'm going to unfair. No. I mean, I might go on unfair. I like appearing on Unfair Sports. I've always liked that. But no, man, they're killing it, man. They don't need no help. Saturday night snap count. I can't wait for that one. Hey, we're going to actually be able to talk about some football tomorrow on Saturday night snap count that happened that day. Be fun. It's going to be good stuff. Which one are we talking about? Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Thank you. You follow me on, make sure you follow me on X. It's at JW_HOF. I'll put that in here right here. On Twitter, that's my handle there. Make sure you follow us there. Just got to follow from the SEC Unfiltered guys, man. Chris and those guys over there, they're doing a good job. I know a lot of you Sooner fans have been after them, but they do a good job, man. Nobody's loving on them. Since missing on Fasusi, they're now checkless horns. Thank you, Chicken, for the text, buddy. My man. Bishop, yeah, what's in the gumbo, Chicken says. I love it. My man. Is it up? Is it up already? I guess I should check before I say that. The conference call? Conference call college football. Let me check. Yeah, I don't think it's up yet. No, it's not. So I think you just did conference call only, and that says Domino's or something on it there. Coach Rick's, I'll let you know where it is. Snap count is at 10:30 Eastern time, so 9:30 there in Central area. Yep, 10:30 Eastern time. Yeah. Yeah, shout out to Chris Phillips. Let's see, Coach Riggs. I know what you're saying. Holding the other team to a goose egg. Temple hasn't been great since Matt Rule left there. They hadn't been great. So pretty good shot there. Particularly at home Friday night. Be good. It's gonna be a hot sucker though. That for those first half at least, it's gonna be hotter than shit. Oof. Yeah. Hall of Fame Sooners channels, it's all Sooner content, guys. There's already stuff there. There's a lot of the stuff that we've done here, but there's actually a couple of videos that I didn't put on this channel. So you should get over there and check that one out either way. If you're an Oklahoma fan of college football. Some of the recruiting stuff that we did early on when we started the channel, pretty proud of. We're going to do a lot of that kind of stuff coming up too. But yeah, man, we'll be adding everything that we're going to do with Oklahoma, because, I'm an Oklahoma guy, so I'm going to cover some Oklahoma stuff. We'll put out some content, where I just do just OU, which is really what that channel should be about anyway. So yeah. Best game to watch this weekend? You think it's going to be cool on Friday? Man, I've been thinking, when is it ever cool at this time of year? What is cool? What is your definition, Stephen G? Best game to watch this weekend? Well, it kind of depends, I guess. But I think the Florida State Georgia Tech game should be great. Montana State beating the crap out of the Lobos, doesn't bother me. I'm not a New Mexico fan, so yeah. There you go. Cold front next week in Oklahoma. Okay. Well, sorry, I'm not a meteorologist, guys. I didn't mean to give any disinformation here on Google. Where the hell is Jake Crain? Sucker. Oh, dude, he's can't miss. Moved 11 my time. Oh, a meeting that you can't miss. Damn it. Jake Crain weaseled out. Y'all gotta give him shit. Y'all gotta go give him shit for that. Y'all gotta do it. At Jake Crain. Let me see. I'll make sure what it is. Yeah, at Jake Crain, CRAIN _ on Twitter. Go give him shit for not showing up. He knows you're lurking. Yeah, you were in there tweeting about it earlier, so he probably does. I'm going to have to give him a hard time. Oh, listen, and again, I'm a fan of Jake. I'm a fan of their channel. They've done a great job with that amazing show. I've gotten to work with him a little bit before on High Top Sports. Was hoping High Top could get in here, but he was the only manager at his job today, so he wasn't able to as well. But really, I wanted to give them, just kind of a hard time anyway, because of the fact that, he's been one of the guys that he didn't really like what Teddy was saying when he was talking about them not doing shit. Now, of course, I had Professor on here from High Top Sports and explained to him, because they all took it in that way that, he was saying that nobody in the SEC was worth a shit if you weren't Georgia or Alabama. That's not what he was saying. He was saying in the last 3, 4, 5 years, nobody else has done anything, and they're all at best in the same place that Oklahoma has been since changing coaches and all that stuff, that there's just been a lot of coach churn. Nobody took it that way. And everybody has definitely, I think that like a lot of us, Teddy was sick of hearing the same narrative coming out of the SEC, coming out of national pundits as well, that are saying things like Oklahoma can't cut it in the SEC, that Oklahoma is coming in as the second brand of the Red River schools when they've dominated Texas for a long time. You've won 8 out of the last 10, 7 out of the last 10, whatever it is, 17 out of the last 25. It's not really that much of a rivalry now, because they can't touch us, period. That's just what it is. So, now, is it a tough schedule that they're going to go up against? Absolutely. Is it as tough as they're acting like it is? Maybe, maybe not. I'm going to tell you, I need to see Ole Miss be what everybody expects them to be. I watched, and I know you guys don't probably watch it, or if you do, it's to hate watch, but Brandon Walker, I'll give him some shit. He's a clown. I think if you guys should go back and watch, and just to watch they picked the entire CFP and who was going to win it. The single most trash bracket I've seen picked yet. Period. Let's see, he had Penn State getting in there, and like, I think he has a playing for the Big Ten championship. Maybe not, but he's definitely got him getting in there. He had Oklahoma State. It's bad. Worst bracket I've seen. Worst bracket I've seen by a lot. And he thinks he knows so much about ball. They're terrible. They're terrible. Terrible, as Charles Barkley would say. Terrible. Mm-hmm. Look, you're going to have to pay up if you want that to happen. I don't know how that really goes down, but I have it on like the most conservative that you can do on the ads there, Benji. Don't be that guy. What up there? You're banned from Brandon Walker's show? You got to do a lot to do that. I called Casey brain dead one time and didn't get kicked out. That was pretty messed up, though. But I think she kind of is. You know, she's an Aggie, so. Sorry. Yeah, the brand is, they're all that, right?
The brand has finally returned. Your brand.
And this is what I'm talking about. That kind of shit right there. The fact that you know what? You can learn a new fact about Red River history in the last 30, 40 years, probably once a day for the next 50 days, and there'd still be more. Describing how bad Texas is in this series right now. They lucked out with Dylan Gabriel getting knocked out of the TCU game and not being able to play 2 years ago, but went right back to doing what they do the next year. And you know that's going to happen again. You know it is, because OU owns you. Don't give me the overall record bull crap. Nobody wants to hear it. Nobody wants to hear it. Since they integrated the game, you didn't close. Since they integrated college football, it's not close. So let's be real about it. And that's the whole deal, is that when I was talking about Teddy, everybody got so pissed off about what Teddy Lehman said. And they took it kind of out of the context that he intended it in because of what he said. They haven't done shit. If you're not Alabama or Georgia, they haven't done shit, is what he said. But he was talking about the last 5 years, and he wasn't wrong. Aside from that LSU one, the LSU championship, and then Coach O has gone, 2 seasons later, he's gone. And he was talking about the churn. All this stuff about Oklahoma not being able to come in there and handle the rigors of the SEC, if you're OU, it's a crazy thing to say because you're talking about them like they're Mizzou or Ole Miss or Tennessee, who hadn't done shit since T. Martin left. It's wild. Bro. What's up there, John? They hadn't done it. That's the point that I'm trying to make. You have to do more. Oh, please. He proved that he could beat Sark head to head. And with the best team you've had in 15 years. And good for you that you made the conference championship game, won the conference championship, and went on. But what happened? Second straight year, you lose to a team that wasn't better, not on paper anyway, shouldn't have beat you twice in a row. Washington gave you every chance to win that game and didn't get it done. Why? But now all of a sudden you lose that entire receivers, the whole receiving staff, plus Jonathan Brooks to the draft. 11 total. And never mind the offensive side. What you really lost? Jalen Ford and the 2 defensive linemen that made them as good as they were on defense last year, which was still not good enough to beat Oklahoma, but, it is what it is. In the end, we're talking about all these things that would have to go perfectly for Texas, including the fact that they got the JV SEC schedule. All these things got to go perfectly for Texas to go and repeat what they did last year. And you guys are acting like it's a foregone conclusion that you play for a natty this year. I literally saw an argument going on in Twitter about Quinn Ewers possibly being thought of as the best quarterback in Texas history after this season because he's going to win the Heisman, the Natty, and another conference championship. It's insane. Insanity. Well, you can't have it both ways there, Bevo. You can't have it both ways. You can talk that shit, or you can realize that if you think they were so good, you got beat by him. And one of those ranked losses that you're talking about, you watched it, you saw what happened, and you know damn good and well what was happening for Texas too. Got lucky that, Will Howard pissed down his leg on the 4-yard line in overtime, or that they didn't win the shit in regulation. You didn't get that, and then you didn't get that crazy freaking clothesline call. The Houston game, they should have gotten the ball and won that there. Don't act like it couldn't have gone the other way for you too, because it could have. Get out of here with that shit. And this is right. This is the best take about it, period. Bo Davis was the reason. He was the keeper of the culture at Texas. He was the keeper of the culture. It wasn't about a call. It wasn't about a call. That they were lucky that they figured it out and finally made a play. But yes, they got lucky in that game. No doubt. We can talk with TCU. Could have lost that one. Iowa State tried to lose that one too. Wyoming at home. We can keep doing this all day long. No way. No way. All right. And again. They could have just absolutely. And there you go. Sark hasn't won a big game aside from the Red River game that Oklahoma didn't have a quarterback in. Beating Mike Gundy. I mean, the week after they got the gift in the Bedlam game, they went and lost 48-0 to UCF. And didn't even have rain gear for those guys when it stormed. You're going to Florida and you don't bring some rain gear with you. That's a championship level program there, buddy. Yeah. Oh, I know. That's what I'm talking about. It's so weird. I would tell you that I'd tell you the same thing. You weren't at peak performance when you just caught a couple of breaks down the stretch in a shitty Okie Light team. We know the truth. We know the truth. Let's see. No, they did. They did. All right, guys. Man, we've been going for a little over an hour. I've got a bunch of stuff to get done, and I do appreciate everybody coming in. And I was hoping we'd get Crain on here, Jake Crain. I'll bust his chops again. Hey, look forward to him on the new channel. We'll get him over there, and I'll bust his chops there either way. So it just makes for more content that you're going to see with us. I'm very excited about the future for all of us guys that are moving over there. Again, that you should expect to see some guys that you're familiar with. If you've watched our channel very much, you'll see them again. And I plan to be around. I'm going to be on the Hall of Fame Sooner channel as well. Plus, I mean, I would expect to I better get popping up in some of these other Oklahoma creators streams as well, man. I want to see it. It'll be fun. I enjoy it. Yeah, Okie Light going to get whooped against two-time defending FCS champions. Yeah. South Dakota State, that could happen. They're on a 29-game win streak. We will definitely get into talking about that. Bryce Pinson going to be coming in, taking this one over. We're working on getting his equipment for this Hall of Fame college football. He'll be doing some of that stuff. So he's going to be all over the Big 12 stuff. I'll be jumping in, helping out with that. I think we'll have some other guests on those shows as well. It'll be a lot of fun, man. But Bryce is coming back. He's got, hey, look, you want to talk about a guy that's got a lot of passion and energy. He's going to talk some trash with you guys. It's a lot of fun, man. Jump in and have a lot of fun with him. Make sure you remain a subscriber right here. It definitely helps us all the way around. And plus, we'll be announcing a lot of stuff through this channel. We will still have the snap count on tomorrow night on this channel. So if you don't, you're going to go in and make sure that you're on both channels, Coach I's and my own. Hit that like button, subscribe. I'd still like to see him get to 4,000 subs, guys. Come on. Help us out a little bit. We'd appreciate it. Let's see. Where am I going? Got another channel. So we're starting up a new channel. It's called Conference Call College Football. I'm going to be starting that off probably sometime in the next week or so. We've got some preview stuff we're going to do, and then we'll let you know what's happening first, but I don't want to announce anything until we have it nailed down for sure. But an all-star cast of creators, an all-star cast of creators. I'm going to let those guys kind of announce it on their own as they become part of they're already part of it, but I want to let them announce it on their own channels and what they're doing. They will be keeping their channels as well. So a lot of cool stuff, though. Amazing content creators going to be with us there on Conference Call College Football. So make sure that channel should be up, I believe, today. I'll check with the guys about that and make sure when. Check me out on Twitter at JW_HOF. We'll announce it there. And everybody else, hey, guys, retweet it when you see it, okay? Retweet it when you see it. Help us get there. Am I excited? Dude, I'm excited. I'm excited. The stuff that we're going to get to do, because we've got resources behind us, support staff behind us, an owner that is putting a lot out there for us. We couldn't be more grateful for what's about to happen, man. Could not be more grateful. It's going to be a lot of freaking fun. A lot of fun. So, yeah, it's going to be great. Yeah, I'm excited. Just a little bit, Stephen G. FSU or GT. I hadn't made a pick yet, had I? I'm going to say that Georgia Tech will cover, but Florida State wins. That's where I'm going. Hats, all the big dogs like recruiting. Yeah. We'll have all that stuff, man. Hats. Hey, man, you still get in there and get you some merch now. And that merch store will stay there for us for now. It's not going to change anything. We're going to change some of the things about this channel as far as there'll be Big 12 stuff mostly. But that's why you got to get over there and subscribe to HOF Sooners. Let me make sure and I'll put that in there as well. I think it was already Stephen G put it in there earlier. So, but I want to go ahead and I'll just go ahead and give that to you. It's at HOF Sooners right here on YouTube. There you go. So make sure that you get over there and subscribe. We'd appreciate that. You think DJU is going to go off tomorrow? Hey, listen, I'm a fan of DJU. I know that a lot of people like to a lot of strays going DJU's way for some bad coaching over the last few years. I thought he was really good though at Oregon State last year. When you heard him talking about it, he was on the Jordan Palmer podcast that I think it's called QBU, maybe something like that. It's actually a really cool show. But they were talking a lot about what he learned as a quarterback under that Jonathan Smith system there at Oregon State. They hadn't really taught him to read defenses at all. He knows how to read a defense pre-snap. He knows what to be looking for. It helped him a ton. Does he have to work on some accuracy a little bit? Yeah, I think that he would tell you that he needed to clean some stuff up. But he's going in with a lot of confidence, talking to his dad. They're excited, man. They are excited about what they're going to do. And I mean, what did you talk about must-see TV? Clemson going to Florida State. I believe that is it like week 4 or 5, maybe? Let's see, let me find it. I want to find that. But I mean, this is another one of those games that, we're going to be on the road covering a lot of games throughout the country this year. And whether it be Power 4 games for sure, but we're going to try to get to some FCS stuff and work with some of those amazing creators we know from there, like Blue and Kobe from Blitz City. Those dudes are badasses, man. They've been supportive of us, man. We love to support them. I'd love to have them work with us. And any of you content creators that are out there in this college football space, get with us about it, man. We'd love to have you on the show. And get to talk to you about college ball. We'll have the guys from SEC Unfiltered here pretty soon as well. High Top Sports. I will be on Saturday morning on his High Top game day there at High Top Sports. I believe he said it's at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. So that's 6:30 on the West Coast. So make sure you get over there and check that out. Score prediction for Temple. Yeah, I think it's probably like they're not going to score on Oklahoma. They're not going to score on Oklahoma's defense. I think that it goes out. It's probably like, let's say 49-0. Oregon State's been gutted. Yeah, that kind of sucks, man. Look, I tell you, and that's something that talking to Jim Williams about some of the stuff that we want to do and where we want to take the direction of the show. It's not just about power conference football. We love college football all the way around. I think there's a big concern around the country, and rightfully so, that you're going to lose, that you're losing the fabric of the game. Now, I think it's greatly over-exaggerated that the game is going to leave altogether. People are going to stop watching it. It's clear by the numbers that they watch it more than they ever have. But I think that there's a balance that you got to strike there. I want to see more. I don't think that G5 should be a part of this 12-team CFP, but not because I think, I just want more SEC teams or this or that, or it's nothing like that. It's because I don't think that they can truly compete. And really, if you're the Big 12 or the ACC, and who's to say what's going to happen with those conferences coming up? But I would tell you that, man, you shouldn't want G5 schools in there. You shouldn't, because it's taken away a spot from, if you make the conference championship game in either of those two, I would think that both should get in. It's not going to happen. It's going to be 2-1 right now because of the fact that you have a G5 school in there, plus Notre Dame. If they're good enough, they're going to get in. They're going to get in. If they go 11-1, 10-2, they're in no matter what. And I would tell you that it wouldn't really surprise you a lot of years if they got in at 9-3, because it's Notre Dame and they move the needle. Now, that doesn't scream great things about college football as a whole. But we know that the NCAA has not done a great job of managing the sport. They need to get out of the way. And I don't know. They're still trying to, they're making rulings about Jim Harbaugh now. It tells you exactly how relevant they are to the college football as a whole. The NCAA does not have to exist. But what I would tell you is they can do some things with bowl games to make them more relevant than they are. Everybody's under this assumption that now that there's a 12-team playoff, bowls mean even less. They don't have to. They don't have to. Start paying players more. You want them to stop opting out? Pay them for showing up. More than just a bag full of goodies. Pay them. Make it an incentive to go win. Double up that payment, like you would in the Super Bowl or in the playoffs or whatever in the NFL. There's ways that you can go about doing this stuff. these are the kind of things we want to talk about. We want to talk about some of the other programs that are out there. There are some amazing FCS programs. There's some amazing Group of 6 programs. At Texas State, GJ Kinney and those guys, and that dude's just killed it. You want to really be relevant? Okay, like, I'd go hire him. I know you won't because it's just, relevancy don't really matter there. You just like to talk about how good you are, not actually be good. Hey, thank you, Larry. Appreciate it. It's going to be fun. If that leaves out what? Penn State? No. Okay. But they're winning 11 games, and you're going to tell me that win, their 11 wins or 10 wins is less impressive in the Big Ten, even though I tend to agree with what the premise of what you're saying, that the Big Ten isn't as good as the SEC. Yeah, I get it. It's better than, any AAC win right now. Think about it. I mean, really? Memphis is good. I think that Tulane's fallen off a bit. They got a new coach, so we'll see. They got some guys back, but come on, man. Let's be real. Yeah, facts. Okay. I think that, that's just something that we need to look at a little bit, NIL stuff, but I'm talking about the bowls actually paying some money out, aside from what they're getting in NIL from the collective, which, by the way, I don't even want to see that change, to be honest with you. I want to see them getting the money they should get out of revenue sharing, and then you give them money from the bowls. That'll stop all that from paying out. And I would tell you with this, they get paid on a month to month. They might lose that last check if they don't go play in the bowl game. Okay. But if you make more incentive there that you're going to make, let's say it's $25,000 per player in a certain game, right? If you win, though, it goes to 40 or 50. That's incentivizing those kids to go play. I mean, that's a lot of money even just to go play in it, even if, you know what I mean? And because then I don't buy this, well, why would you risk getting hurt? They risk getting hurt by just working out, getting ready for the combine. You can walk outside, get hit by a jet, as a friend of mine used to say. You don't know what's going to happen. Injuries happen in everyday life. They're training to play football. The injury is probably going to happen no matter what. It's chicken and the egg thing. It's a chicken and the egg thing. Chicken. Yeah, he couldn't. No, he shouldn't be. He shouldn't be. I mean, I'm telling you, if I was running Oklahoma State, I would have fired a long time ago, but I certainly would have a couple of years ago, and I would have went and got either Kenny or Jeff Traylor down at UTSA. I mean, Willie Fritz. Houston was smart and got rid of freaking clown show that they had going on there and went and got Willie. They're going to be a problem in the Big 12 moving forward. Watch. Give it a year. Oh, a conservative quarterback. Look, again, you got to look at everything that happened there. What do you think? Okay, the first start that DJU had, do you remember when it was? It was Clemson during Trevor Lawrence's last year there with his receivers. They had that line and the running backs that they were loaded with. He had a record for opposing quarterbacks at Notre Dame Stadium. A record. 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, something like that. Something in that area. But it was a record. All of a sudden, he's trash from there on out. Not saying that you can't, have up and down times. And I'm not saying that, I think DJU would tell you that he can be better. But he was good last year. He was good last year at Oregon State. He proved that, look, why do you think, for you Texas fans, why do you think your lovable receiver looks so good? It was a lot because of DJU. He got him a job. It's easy to do that stuff. But you got to look at all of it. Look, why? Why though? I'm not even saying we're talking about one spot. That's one spot if you want the true national champion, the best teams in the bracket. We're not getting that right now. I would tell you that there shouldn't be any auto bids. None. That includes the conference champions from the rest of the country. I don't believe in auto bids. If you're one of the best 12, you get in. Period. No matter who, because the conference champion in one conference is not the same thing as winning another one. It's just not. Let's be honest. Strength of schedule is different. It's the whole argument that you had last year for Florida State. Yeah, I get it. They were undefeated. I understand. They weren't one of the best 4 teams by the time the playoff rolled around. Because it was a 4 team, look, Georgia, you don't hear Georgia bitching and complaining about it either, but they lost 1 game after 29 straight wins, and they're not in. I think most people would tell you that they win that playoff if they're in it. You know, I believe that. And you can have an off day and stuff happens. You know, it is football. Mm-hmm. That'd be cool. But okay. All right. And here's the argument I would have to that. I don't have a huge opposition to this. My opposition to it is that, yeah, Liberty was undefeated last year. Undefeated. Got a good quarterback. Go look up the score of that game that they played against Oregon. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. And Oregon, I don't even think they did Bo Picks play in that game? I don't even remember if he did or not. They blew them out anyway. It's not great for them. And look, I would tell you this. If you love college football, you would watch another playoff bracket. I watch the FCS playoffs. Love them. I'm just telling you, and I get it. If you're the group of 6 schools now, I get that you want to still have your place at the table, because as soon as you don't, then you're admitting that you're basically not a D1 team anymore. So you're going to get lesser players. But the truth is, I don't know that that's necessarily the case. If you look at it, a lot of these kids, even really good players, look how many big-time college football teams are pulling players out of those ranks. They kind of replace JUCOs, but it can be a lot of fun. Now, it sucks for them if you're talking about losing those players to these other programs, but this is the world we live in now. That bell is not getting unrung. It's not happening. Why are there too many bowl games? There's too many bowl games that suck because they don't have players in them. Fix the bowl games, pay the players, make them not opt out. It changes things then. Actually have some creativity like the Pop-Tarts Bowl did last year. People love that shit. Loved it. Get creative, do some other things. This is why you can get rid of the NCAA and you probably fix it. No doubt. I'm sure I know what we're talking about here. All right. Anybody else? The Red River never sleeps. I love that about this channel. I will always love that about this channel, and I hope you will come and follow us to the other channel and continue this discussion. Appreciate everybody coming in here, guys. I really do. Lots of fun. This is, and I've just got to tell you one more time, I'm super grateful for all of you folks that have made this channel what it is and what it'll be moving in the future. I know you'll be following us over. If you want the kind of content that you've gotten here and then some, man, you got to follow us over to Conference Call College Football. I'll be dropping that. I'll make sure that channel's up, and I'll drop that link both on this channel. We'll talk about it on Coach I's show tomorrow, which will also be on this channel as well. We'll be doing the Saturday night snap count, 10:30 Eastern time, right here and on Fanatic Sports Network. So make sure you jump over there and do that. That way, I'll be dropping that info in Twitter, over here, everywhere we can do it. But again, I appreciate everybody for coming out. Love you guys so much, and thanks a lot. Grateful for you. We will see you all on the other side.